When conservatives are in power, open dialogue is encouraged, allowing for the exchange of ideas to prevail. On the contrary, as leftists become more desperate to gain control, they actively shut down free speech in public forums, on college campuses, and on social media. Of course, when liberal ideologues aren't granted the platform from which they desire to spew their progressive rhetoric, they immediately accuse the free market of infringing upon their First Amendment rights. However, they soon come to find that just because they have the unalienable, God-given right to free speech doesn't mean that private business owners have to provide them with professional services to do so. On August 16, Tom Hochschild unveiled a billboard on St. Augustine Road in Valdosta on behalf of the Facebook group Georgians for the Impeachment of Donald Trump. The sign, which was raised by the Roger Budd Company, simply read, "Impeach" in bold red lettering, along with a photo of President Trump. However, the very next day, Hochschild and his group encountered a startling surprise that they claim is a dastardly infringement of their constitutional rights. Less than 24 hours after it was erected, the Impeach Trump billboard was torn down by none other than the Roger Budd Company, the same business that had erected the $430 display, after advertisers threatened to pull their financial support, according to the Valdosta Daily Times. The company maintains that it has the legal right to remove the paid display because its message has negatively affected business. Of course, Hochschild and his group are outraged by the company's removal of their billboard and are suggesting that the Roger Budd Company has a legal obligation to display the sign. However, the issue might not be that simple, as it's possible that they reserve the right to render their contract with Hochschild null and void in the event of damage to the business. Having been served a hearty dose of capitalism, Hochschild has been taught a valuable lesson that the American free market doesn't deal in fascism, which asserts that laborers should be forced to accommodate and provide services and goods against their will even if will hurt their business. In this case, the Roger Budd Company experienced a potentially fatal blow to their company, which could very well lead to its demise. As such, it made the necessary and rightful move to decline its services to Hochschild, taking down the billboard and apologetically offering reimbursement. Hochschild admitted that the company offered him a full refund, but added that he rejected it, allowing them to keep the money, according to the Blaze. "They told me that they were getting calls from other businesses that advertise with Roger Budd. Those other businesses were threatening to pull that advertising if the Impeach billboard stayed up," Hochschild said. Ironically, Hochschild insisted that the company is showing a bias, despite the fact that they erected the message in the first place, only removing it when their business was threatened. Now, he's alleging that the Roger Budd Company has violated his constitutional right to free speech and that he's contacted an attorney in order to seek legal action. "If you drive around South Georgia, you're gonna see a lot of billboards with a lot of social and political messages," he said. "The problem is that some of these billboard companies only promote certain type of messages, and they seem to stifle other viewpoints. We have freedom of speech in this country. Freedom of speech doesn't mean that one political party gets to say whatever they want, or certain views get exposed and others don't," he added. "Everybody should be brought to the table and all views should be heard." However, this simply isn't the case. Undeniably, your rights end where another's rights begin, which means that one cannot be forced to accommodate someone's individual rights if they infringe upon their own rights. In this case, it's likely that Tom Hochschild's right to free speech would violate the business owner's right to deny services, especially in the event that his business would be damaged. Of course, the Roger Budd Company can easily prove that their business would suffer in direct relation to Hochschild's display, as advertisers vowed to take their business elsewhere. Hypocritically, liberals are quick to demand their constitutional rights even while infringing upon the rights of others. The truth is that no company should be forced to provide services for an individual or group when it threatens to damage its business. While no one has the right to silence someone's freedom of speech, that doesn't mean that they have to provide them with a platform on which to do it.